Hi, ArcfieldWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday morning, July 19th. Some active weather continues in the Mid-Atlantic region, the Northeast U.S. Showers and thunderstorms push through the Philly metro region in the wee hours of the morning, producing some heavy rainfall and some flood warnings as well. Also in the D.C. metro region, there was a batch of showers and embedded thunderstorms that pushed through early this morning. All areas can get some scattered afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms today, and then another potent system moves into the northeastern part of the nation later tomorrow. It'll cross the Great Lakes on Thursday and enhance upward motion in places like the Mid-Atlantic region, the Northeast U.S. late tomorrow into tomorrow night. Certainly can be some additional shower and thunderstorm activity late tomorrow, and especially tomorrow night in the Mid-Atlantic region, in the Northeast U.S. That could contain some heavy rainfall as well, could linger into the day on Friday, and then there's a chance for a decent weekend, something we haven't seen in quite a while in the Mid-Atlantic region, with probably no chance of rain on Saturday and Sunday. We'll see if that holds true as we get closer to the upcoming weekend, but there is a chance for a break in the action for a couple of days, Saturday and Sunday, in the Mid-Atlantic region. Let's start off with a look at the first half of the month of July in terms of the high temperature anomalies. This is all the way through the first half of July. And yes, it's been very, very warm across the southwestern states, all the way into the Pacific Northwest here, with above normal high temperatures for the first half of July. And that also has been the case across the Mid-Atlantic and northeastern part of the nation, with warmer than normal conditions. And again, we're looking at high temperature anomalies here. On the other hand, it's been a very pleasant first half of July throughout much of the heartland, the central and northern plains, and over the Midwest. It's been normal to slightly below normal, with that upper level trough situated for much of the past several days over the south central part of Canada. It has kept cooler than normal conditions across the central and northern plains, and again over into the Great Lakes region as well. Now we'll see in a moment here that this heat out in the southwestern states will not end anytime soon. It looks like that upper level ridge we've been talking about for days now will stick around and perhaps even intensify in this part of the nation. So certainly no relief in the heat yet for the southwestern U.S., really all the way from Texas to California, under the gun for some very hot weather over the next several days. Well, that temperature map, by the way, came from Weather Bell Analytics. Let's start off here by looking at the latest radar in the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, we had a batch of showers and thunderstorms that pushed through the Philly metro region, the western part of New Jersey, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. That produced some heavy rainfall. Another batch of showers and embedded thunderstorms crossed the D.C. metro region over the past couple of hours, now headed for the Delmarva Peninsula. There'll be a break in the action after this for the mid and latter part of the morning, but certainly this afternoon and evening there could be the redevelopment of some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Well, now let's take a look across the country here, looking ahead here using the 0Z run of the GFS. It's the operational version of the GFS. We're looking here at 500 millibar heights, not the anomalies, the actual magnitudes of the 500 millibar heights. And we've had this upper level ridge sitting over the southwestern states for several days now. And again, very hot conditions from Texas across New Mexico, Arizona, into California. It certainly looks like that will be the pattern over the next several days. And by the way, it's been quite hot and humid across the southeastern states as well. But a low pressure in the upper part of the atmosphere first set up shop over the south central part of Canada last week, and it's only slowly moved to this position right now, and a second system is following right on its heels, moving in this fashion. The combination of these upper level lows has kept temperatures close to normal or even below normal in this part of the nation, the central plains, the northern plains, and the Great Lakes, and it looks like that will kind of continue to be the pattern over the next few days. Now let's move forward here and watch this system first of all as it drives to the south and east over the next 24 to 48 hours or so. And again, it represents a threat for the Mid-Atlantic region of the Northeast U.S. for Thursday night in terms of some potential strong to severe thunderstorms and certainly potential for some heavy downpours as well. Again, that's Thursday night in this part of the nation. And we'll see this upper level ridge over the southwestern states really just sticks around for several days, and that will continue this heat wave from all the way from the southeastern U.S. across the south central states into the southern part of California, for example, over the next several days. This is now on Friday. And second upper level low moves south and east across the Great Lakes on Thursday and really will enhance upward motion late tomorrow night in the Mid-Atlantic region, in the Northeast U.S., and the result could be widespread showers and thunderstorms. Some of that rain is likely to be heavy. Some of those storms can be strong to severe. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the country, in the southwestern U.S., a very strong upper-level ridge will continue to result in some very hot weather conditions from Texas to California. Let's move forward here. We'll just kind of go quickly through the weekend into the latter part of next week, because will be one change here, looks like, maybe by the second half of next week, in that this upper level ridge and its associated warmer than normal weather looks like it may expand to the north and east into those areas that have been cooler than normal over the past couple of weeks. Here we are now all the way into the early part of next week, but take a look here. By the time we get to the middle of next week, this upper level ridge not only impacting the southwestern states, but it tends to expand to the north and east by the middle and latter part of next week. This is the forecast map for a week from now. The middle of next week will go a little farther in time, and indeed look for big changes in the central and northern plains, in that they will likely warm up by the middle of next week. Whether or not it makes it all the way into New England still remains to be seen. There still are signs that upper level low will continue to sit and spin over the southeastern part of Canada. That could keep conditions on the cooler than normal side across New England as we go through next week. Now let's walk through the vorticity forecast maps here, again using the 0Z GFS. We had an area of showers and thunderstorms moving through the I-95 corridor over the past couple of hours. You can kind of see there's a little bit of a dip right here in the vorticity max, enough of a spin in the atmosphere to cause some upward motion, and again, those showers and thunderstorms right now moving through the Delmarva Peninsula into New Jersey and not far from the New York City metro region. This is the area upstream that could have a big impact late tomorrow and tomorrow night. Let's move forward here, and here we go. This is associated with that secondary upper level low, now situated over the southwestern part of Canada. And here we go into the day on Thursday. And a potent system. This is certainly a little bit more impressive of a system than what is causing some rainfall right now in the Mid-Atlantic region. So this is a little bit of a concern here, because it could cause some strong upward motion at this time, late tomorrow night, over the Mid-Atlantic region. Right at this particular time, we have this strong wave right here, and that will promote some upward motion in the atmosphere right in this region, and that could certainly result in some heavy downpours, let's say tomorrow night, places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, maybe throughout the northeastern states as well, and strong to severe thunderstorms on the table. Tends to hang around into Friday. This is the Friday morning forecast map, still unsettled enough, unstable enough for the possibility of lingering showers and thunderstorms into the day on Friday, Mid-Atlantic, Northeast U.S. Meanwhile, not much to speak of in terms of vorticity, where that upper level ridge is really strong, and this will be the hottest part of the nation too, relative to normal over the next several days. Again, Texas to California. Now, let's push forward here. We get into the upcoming weekend. There is one last little wave of energy here by late Friday night, going into the day on Saturday, and then that shifts to the east, and this opens the door for the possibility of back-to-back days, Saturday and Sunday, of rain-free conditions in the Mid-Atlantic region. Not so much of a guarantee up across New England, with this upper level feature still sitting over southeastern Canada as we begin the upcoming weekend. Now, notice uh, one of the caveats here is that this is not set in stone. We still have kind of an upper level, a large scale upper level trough. You see this pattern here sitting over the northeastern part of the eastern part of the nation for the most part, and high pressure ridging over the southwestern states, with an upper level trough still sitting over the northeastern part of the nation. Certainly not a guarantee yet of rain-free conditions on Saturday and Sunday, but there is the chance that we could have back-to-back days without rain for a change on the weekend. DC, Philadelphia, New York City. We'll kind of move forward here into the early part of next week, and the overall pattern tends to remain the same into the early part of next week, with upper level ridging focused over the Four Corners region, and still some upper level troughiness here into the early part of next week. So certainly, if we indeed have a break in the action Saturday and Sunday, it's liable to be short-lived, probably have more humidity returning early next week into the Mid-Atlantic, Northeast U.S., along with the increasing chance, the returning chance of showers and thunderstorms. Well, let's wrap up with the surface forecast maps from the Zero-Z GFS. Again, some showers and thunderstorms have already pushed through DC, Philadelphia, near New York City, now over Delmarva Peninsula and parts of New Jersey. Certainly can be some isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms later today into tonight. Showing up here, for example, late today, right over the eastern part of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, perhaps over the Delmarva Peninsula. Any shower or thunderstorm in this atmosphere can produce some downpours of precipitable water. The available moisture is very high, so even with a weak system, any kind of a shower or thunderstorm that forms in this unstable atmosphere can produce some downpours, so be aware of that, because the grounds are saturated throughout the Mid-Atlantic region. Now, we go into the day on Thursday, and here we go. A couple areas of interest over the Tennessee and Ohio Valley. Early morning showers and thunderstorms. This could be kind of a widespread, large-scale convective complex of thunderstorms early tomorrow, late tonight, early tomorrow, over the Ohio Valley, the Tennessee Valley. So be on the lookout for that early Thursday. And here is that feature associated with that secondary upper-level low. Drives to the south and east across the Great Lakes tomorrow, and really starts to enhance the upper motion in the Mid-Atlantic region late tomorrow, and especially going into tomorrow night. This is the time period I think of most concern, maybe after sunset tomorrow night. Mid-Atlantic, Northeast U.S., possibility of strong to severe thunderstorms, and certainly the possibility of some heavy downpours, and with that comes the threat of flooding as well. Again, we're talking Thursday night. That system kind of lingers into the day on Friday. Here we go on Friday morning and midday. Still the threat of some showers and thunderstorms in the Mid-Atlantic region, in the Northeast U.S. By the way, let me back up 1 second here. This is an interesting feature as well. Late Thursday night into early Friday morning over the Central Plains. Be on the lookout for another kind of a mesoscale convective complex out in that part of the nation by early Friday morning. And then again, we go through the day on Friday, still unsettled in the Northeast U.S. And there is the chance, just a chance, that it all clears away for the Mid-Atlantic region on Saturday and Sunday with back-to-back rain-free days. Not set in stone yet. A little bit of a concern with that large-scale upper-level trough still sitting over the northeastern part of the nation, but a chance for a decent weekend for a change. But then by the time we get in the early part of next week, we kind of get the return of humidity, the return of the threat of showers and thunderstorms in the eastern part of the nation. So a lot going on here over the next several days, and we'll certainly monitor the situation here at arcfieldweather.com. This has been meteorologist Paul Dorian.